What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rushi Take Profit. I'm back at y'all with another video, man. And in today's video, we actually got a trade recap from this morning. So today is Monday, first day of the week. I did take a trade on US30 right now. As you can see today, looking in hindsight, this looks pretty choppy, but there was one clean setup to me out of this entire day. We're gonna get into it. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel for more content like this, where I post nothing but psychology vids, game, and some chart breakdowns as well. But you guys know I specialize on the mental side of trading, so if that's content that you need, hey man, hit that subscribe button, man. I got a lot of game you guys could go look. A lot of these things helped me get to where I am today. As we approach my 4th year of being in the markets, to all my people out there, if you guys are looking for a trading group, a place where you can get hundreds of hours of content, course material, webinars, live calls Monday through Friday, and also through Saturday, Sunday too, where we talk about, we back test and we go over psychology in my FBA team group. Link is also down in the description. Very low price, great value. Don't want to miss it, man. But without further ado, I'm gonna hop straight into this video. I might sound tired, but I just came from outside, so y'all bear with me. We in that Texas heat. I got fans going. I got everything going. I'm just trying to stay cool. But yeah, I just had to run in here and make this video for y'all. So we're gonna get straight into it. So today, I guess I'm gonna hit a replay for y'all. So let's do that. I'm gonna just play this back song. All right. First thing I do, mark my previous day's highs and lows. So in a sense, it's the last week low because it was Friday. Do that for the top and bottom. Right. After that, first thing I want to do is pay attention to previous day. Was it bearish, bullish? This was bearish. Okay, this was bearish, and our London session was also bearish. So I went into this looking for shorts. Now, there was also longs that could have been a potential idea, but I didn't like how slow it was moving this morning, because previous day low was also ran already, and then we started returning higher, potentially giving us longs or buys. But what sealed the sale for me was I already had 2 confirmations, and then we had this fair value gap, which was here. I don't know if y'all can see that very clearly, but there's a fair value gap on the 1 hour and also on the 4 hour, and this is why I hate replay, but you guys can see where I got my entry. So 1 hour gap and the fair value gap on the 1 hour, it lined up with the wick of this candle. And if I just were to put in a block for my people that love order blocks, on US30 it works a little bit different, which is why I draw lines. I don't really do blocks. But if you guys look at the 4 hour, it also showed that block, the wick ended at the bottom end of that block. So for the 1 hour and the 4 hour, that lined up. So that was more so my third confirmation. And if we just zoom in a little bit more, well, let me zoom out first. Damn, my mouse is broken. Goodness, my mouse is literally broken. Okay. But yeah, this is very simple. London was bearish. Previous day was bearish, and it decided to break the low. So it was giving a lot of bearish momentum at that moment. So whenever the market opens at 8:30, I like to pay attention to what it does first. Now, there was a long opportunity here, which is where I did end up taking longs. I did take longs this morning. I'm not gonna lie, but I accidentally got out the trade. So when I accidentally got out the trade, it kind of opened me up. Like, I wasn't getting back in. So if I'm gonna get in a trade, I'd rather take the short here. So let me just kind of see at 8:30 open. Just go back down into the time frames so y'all can see. So what was going on here? This 1 hour gap. I was in this trade initially, and I actually took myself out on accident. But when I pulled this, I realized I wasn't going to get my 2-to-1 if I would have went long, because I was paying attention to that 4 hour gap. Y'all understand? And that fair value gap was going to get filled. So once I took myself out the trade, I was like, well, my only opportunity is going to come if price does a hard rejection here. And price was moving very, very slow when it came to the longs. And I could just zoom in some more. So 8:30, we get this rejection. So you go up, we get some bullish momentum, and then we get our TP1, and then we go back to break even. Got another entry going, TP1, back to break even. At this point, I'm not really trusting the longs anymore at this point. So I got out luckily, and I just started looking for shorts, because the way that price kept rejecting, I wasn't trusting it. So boom, right around 8:45, I seen that when we got to this area, there was a big rejection going downwards, and that's where I got my entry. Boom. And the rest is history. Now, I don't really do live trade vids like that. They'll be coming soon. That way you guys can see the live execution, and I can explain it versus doing replays. But a lot of these things are very simple. Like I said, the course is in the description. All of these webinars, these back tested sessions, they are going to be in the paid group. So anything currently going on will be in that paid group. It's only $15 a week. You guys can try it out if you want. If you don't like it, hop out. It's totally fine. But some of the best value for the low price here, because we go over this every single weekend with my mentor Andre. So he did go for longs today, but price just wanted to chop so hard, because after going for longs, when you want to switch your bias and actually see, okay, price wants to go bearish, and get a retracement to this gap right here, which I need to zoom in more for you guys. I need to realize y'all watching on the phone, so I need to zoom in more. Right, so when you want to go bearish, I'm already out of my trade, y'all. I'm already out of my trade. I caught a 2. I was gonna go for these lows, but something told me let me not be greedy. My TP2 was here, my $500 was here, and I just kept going. I let the trade hold until it started losing some volume, and I closed here. I caught about an I don't want to say I caught a 3. I was risking 50 points on this move above the Asian session high, and I think we caught about 120, so about a 2.4, 2.5. I was only risking 250. I made around 600 something, so pretty good day. I wish I risked more, but I'm going to keep following my plan. This is my first funded account that I'm on, and so I want to make sure I do it right, so I don't have to do it twice. You feel me? But like I was saying, after I was already out of my short here, so I was trying to see if there was going to get shorts here and see if that was a possible another entry, but I was done for the day. But as y'all can see here, scale down to that 30 minutes so we can see what happened. So price came up at 9 and rejected this, but it closed below and then it continued to push higher, filling that gap. And then after that, it's been Chop City ever since. But one thing I will tell everybody that lost today, if you did, this wasn't super ideal. It wasn't super clean price action, because usually US30 goes one way or goes the other. It never really chops around like this, but US30 has been on funny things lately. So my best advice is, for your bias, pay attention to the previous day. Right, previous day was bearish. It opened up here, closed down here, and then our London session this morning was super bearish, leaving behind a gap for us to come fill and potentially go lower. The only reason why I didn't go super duper low is because price had already ran the previous day low, so there wasn't much more eats for US30. It wasn't that hungry, so it was still bearish, but it wasn't super bearish to come run even this low here, or even these lows down here. So keep that in mind. Pay attention to the previous day. Was it bearish? Was it bullish? Does our London session match that? And if it does, where can we take advantage? Fair value gap, order block / gaps, which is at the wick on US30. Now NQ had a similar trade. I marked up NQ. This would have been a good trade for me as well. Why I didn't take it? Because it did not fill this gap. I like gap fills. I can't trust the fact that price is going to come in here and reject and get to my entry. But US30 has not ran the previous day low, so it was a bit more hungry. That's just a major difference between US30 and NQ. I know you guys been wanting to see the differences between the two, and the thing is, every day can be something different. US30 can do a trade that Nas won't do, or sometimes they both run the trade but do it differently. No fair value gap fill here, so I didn't like it. But I got it on 30, so I took it there. But yeah, these aren't really the most ideal conditions, but you just got to know how to play it when you see it fits. And that 1 hour and 4 hour rejection right here at this line, that was key. This was the golden piece to everything. So I like typing things out for my people. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Our reasons for shorts today was, we had the bearish previous day. I really didn't want to type that out, but we're here. Bearish London session, and then we had a bearish fair value gap fill on 1 hour / 4 hour, and of course fast rejection on the 1 hour / 4 hour gap / order block, whatever you guys call it. But that is what led to this initial move here, and risk 50 points. If we go zoom in, that is the Asian session high. I know the Asian session is broken here, but it's supposed to be over these series of candles here. So our Asian session high is here. So stops above the Asian session high, targeting just a 2-to-1. Doesn't have to be that crazy. I just want my 2-to-1. I just want my 2-to-1. I just want my 2-to-1. And we got it in about 45 minutes, 30 something minutes. I was in this trade. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. About 45 minutes. 45-minute trade. We profited around, I don't want to say 680, because that wasn't from I profited $610 off of that trade. See, I was going long. That's when I accidentally got myself out, and it was for a good purpose. I probably would have broke even and probably went ballistic trying to go for that trade. But yeah, in the midst of everybody going for longs this morning, I was able to catch that one short and I got the job done. So blessed and thankful for that. But yeah, man, first funded account going pretty smooth. I did have a terrible week, but you guys seen that if y'all been watching the channel. But none of it matters as long as you keep yourself in the game. We are still in profit, $370 on the account. We're going for our first payout. And yeah, so continue to join me on my journey. I will be starting 2 150K accounts. Gonna get those passed. Shout out to my girl. She wants to get some accounts, so we're gonna work on those and we're gonna add them to the plot. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm a little tired. I'm about to go relax. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for more content like this. This is a good trade. Do your homework, check out my content, everything I got going in the description down below. As I always say, keep God first, keep grinding and growing, and catch y'all guys in the next video, man. Peace. I didn't even have to do that there. I'm on my computer. Peace.